Hey guys and girls, what is going on? It is Zazzri today, bringing you Season 1, Episode number 4 of my Ajax career mode. So of course, kicking things off with the game against Arsenal here, but I'll quickly talk about the kind of whole basis around these series if you've never seen it before. So basically what I do here is, because Ajax have got a lot of players from the youth academy and that sort of stuff, I have made it so that they're in the Premier League because I thought it'd be more of a challenge, and the whole idea is that we'll try and win the Premier League and we'll try and win the Champions League, so that's going to be our goals. And our kind of rules are that I can't buy anyone for more than 10 million, and I can use players in the youth academy and free agents, of course, but I can't buy anyone that costs more than 10 million, just because that's the whole, Ajax don't have a team that's cost a lot of money, and they've got a lot of players from the youth academy, so that's what I've planned on doing. Pretty much an unchanged team. I've brought a few players in and that sort of stuff, but I haven't, changed the team massively. I haven't sold players. But anyway, game against Arsenal, and this is what I mean about the fact that I can get a good result. As you can see, we're 2-0 up here against Arsenal very quickly and early on. The defence was just, I don't know, I could just seem to steamroll through it, and it wasn't much of a challenge. But, I'm doing well, and I'm playing good football. But it'll come against a mid-table or bottom-of-the-table team, and they'll destroy me. It'll make fun of me. Anyway, Jack Wilshere getting a goal back for them there. Of course, I expected them to get a goal or two back anyway. But it was still 2-1 in the 78th minute, and is this Sigurdsson? Yeah, Sigurdsson it was. And as I've said, he's been a great striker for us. I play the 4-3-3 formation because that's what it started with, and I thought, what's the point changing it? Clearly, it's a good formation. I might as well just keep it for a season or two and see what happens. So he's been my main striker. He's been fantastic. And yeah, that sealed the victory for us. So a 3-1 win away from... Wait, I actually might have been at home. I think it was at home to Arsenal. Is fantastic, and I was very happy with that. And next we've got a game against Man City at the Etihad. So look at Man City's team and look at mine. Not only will the price difference be absolutely humongous, but the kind of quality of the players is quite a big gap, to be honest. I mean, Eriksen could compete with the Man City team, but other than that, we should get dominated. But in the 3rd minute again, so we're getting an early I couldn't speak then. Sorry, we are getting an early goal again. So 3rd minute, which in reality is like 30 seconds, Ryan Babel gets us a goal. He's got great pace. He's got like 87 acceleration, something like that, high 80s anyway. And that means that he's actually really useful. He can play striker as well, but I prefer him on that right wing. And he's scored me quite a few goals, to be fair. It's not as many as you'd think, but a decent amount. Anyway, Balotelli with a lovely outside of the foot shot hits the bar, and then Dzeko in the 6th minute, so 3 minutes after I scored, is going to put in the sort of rebound, and my keeper hadn't got time to get back up and get in the right position, but that made it 1-1. And I was still trying to push, of course, but unfortunately they countered me, and just before half-time, Balotelli, who is so difficult to play against, to be honest. He plays, when you play with him, the way I use him is so different to the way he plays against me. But of course he gets that second goal to make it 2-1 for them at half-time, and I was a bit disappointed really. I thought, I had a good chance of getting a winning streak going. I beat Arsenal. I thought, come on, this could get a good winning streak. But yeah, I think, do we get a goal back here? No, we don't. They actually get a 3rd goal, which is a bit disappointing. But it's Balotelli again, so he almost got a hat-trick in this game just before the end of the match, to be honest, 84th minute. And that made it 3-1. 3-1, it's kind of a bad result, but I mean, you look at the Man City team and how much it costs, lots of stuff, and you would expect them to destroy us. So I wasn't too disappointed. It was just, I thought I could do pretty well. Next, moving on to a game. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, I go through a few transfers as well at the end of the video. So if you're sticking around for that, I'll probably put it in the title or something. Then, and I also have a squad report at the end of the video. So if you're looking for those two things, it'll be in a few minutes' time. Anyway, a game against Spurs at White Hart Lane, and they've got a very good team. But we do get off to a decent start. Actually, not even get off to a decent start. It was the 60th minute. And yeah, we do get a goal, which was pretty nicely worked. As you can see, I think we counted them all. That to me looks like a through ball, the way the players are chasing him, and I would assume that's what happened. And yeah, that was the only goal of the game, and we won 1-0. So that's a great result, to be honest, at Spurs White Hart Lane. It's very, very good. Next, we move on to a game away from home again against Newcastle. As you can see, Bar is going to be quite a big threat, obviously. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. I thought I was going to burp, but I didn't. Kicking things off in the 14th minute is Demba Ba, of course, getting that header. Pretty disappointing, really, to concede so early on, but that kind of happens sometimes. And Bar is a fantastic player. I wish he was playing at Chelsea in this career mode, because then he probably wouldn't be playing, because for some reason career mode always picks Torres to play for Chelsea. But they weren't done there. They actually do get a second goal to finish the game off, and it was Ben Arthur, who doesn't really score too many goals for Newcastle, but he did get a goal there. It's kind of a weird position for him to be in, as he tends to play on that right wing, right mid spot. Anyway, that was the Final goal, we lost 2-0. Anyway, look at this signing, guys. I really needed a defensive midfielder, and I thought, hang on, let's go for Pogba. He's a fantastic player, and he really does grow a lot. So I decided to say, right, I'll pay 7 million, because I know that's roughly how much they'll want for him, and we'll get him on loan to the end of the season. And as you can see, this is players that I bought that I forgot to show. So it was Novak, I think is how you say it, Polish. Guy said he's Polish. He said that's how you say his name. This Al Morlad guy, basically I just wanted a really pacey striker, and I just looked for the paciest one. And this guy, 60 overall, he was 58, and then I bought him and became a 60. Random, but that happens. As you can see, he's got 90 acceleration. All of his other stats are pretty terrible. He's only 18 though. He was from Saudi Arabia. But you look at his acceleration and sprint speed, it's mental. And then we got, of course, Pogba, who you saw was 72, and all of a sudden he's now 74. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Centre, defensive mid, centre mid, 2 spots that both in my team that I both could do with improving. So now he's in my team on loan, but will be bought at the end of the season, and Tasic is obviously on loan too. So next, moving on to a squad report. I haven't recorded this live, so I'm kind of just doing this as I go. So the goalkeeper's going by 3, so 79 rated. So I'm thinking about selling him in a few years when he hits that absolute maximum that he's going to grow to. And we'll cash in on him and probably look at buying a young goalkeeper. And I've got a few players in mind. I don't need suggestions. Please, guys, stop leaving suggestions on who I should buy. I'm so far ahead with this series that you won't see suggestions for a little while, so just calm down with those. So yeah, going by 3 for a goalkeeper is really not too bad, and considering he's age 27, it's not too bad at all. Average match rating of 6.9. I have no idea why I'm staying on this player for so long. Come on. And he's very happy, and he's got good form, and he has played very well, to be fair. And I would have actually played the other goalkeeper, but he's complaining, saying like, oh, I'm not getting played enough. It's because this guy was in such good form. Why is on this guy so long? There we go. And Van der Wiel, so he's going by 2. He's unhappy at the minute, okay, and I just went fast. So he's going by 2, Moisander's going by 1, so finally we're getting this going. And the left back is going by 4. I knew I picked a good player there. Eno is going by 1, he's played fantastic, I've loved using him, even though it says he's only got 6.6. Well, he's going quick. Schoen has grown by 1. Ericsson's grown by 2 to an 82, not as good as I thought he'd be actually. Soljanami is going by something, Sigison's going by 3, Borrington's going by 2, oh there we go. It's gone back. This is going too quick, guys. Fisher's going by 4. Sarah's going by... Alright, it's too fast. You're going to have to just read it yourself. I'm really sorry about that. That's pretty unprofessional, isn't it? I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, if you wanted to see certain players, just kind of pause it. Donadel... Oh, this Azogi I got off the free agents. He's going by 1, that thingy. Maybe I'll get my free agents. I'll show you that. I'm going to show you guys a few things with the free agents, by the way. I've got a few things to show you and a few interesting things. But at the start of the season, where you're basically going to get the beast players, because that's when they get generated again. So as you can see, a few players that have mine that are out on loan. That Danny Hosen looks very good. He's going by 5 to a 70, and he's 22 years old, so that could be very interesting right there. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and leave a comment on what you thought. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Peace out.